Okay, good morning, everybody. I've just woken up, and what fantastic news to wake up to. We officially have a new director for the Bond movie, and it's Denis Villeneuve. Now, he's been in the conversation, but obviously I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be a sure thing. And I think we've been trained to expect this, given how things have gone with Bond over the years. Like, not to be awful, but they've never really gone for the most part with directors that you would know. I mean, Martin Campbell kind of became, because obviously he did Goldeneye and then he came back for Casino Royale, so that's kind of like an example of a director who people knew, I suppose. For me, like Roger Spottiswoode on Tomorrow Never Dies, because he's the director of Air America. But so there's been occasions of it, and then but they usually had for lack of a better term, working men directors like John Glenn. Who did the Bond films of the 80s. Like, he came up through the ranks. He'd been involved with the Bond films for a long time, but these aren't names that people, they're not like star names, for lack of a better term. But Denis Villeneuve, I mean, this man has done phenomenal work. I mean, I love Blade Runner 2049. Prisoners was fantastic. What he's done with Dune, incredible. Genuinely, he's one of those guys. He's what filmmaking is all about. And again, that's one I've heard so many good things. Sicario, I'm going to have to make a point to watch it, definitely now. But this tells me that they're interested with someone who has a legitimate vision. And this is a guy who's all about the art of filmmaking. He's going to bring something very, very special, believe me. And he's saying all the right things. He's grew up with Bond. He respects it. He loves it. These are all the things we want to hear. But this is a guy who legitimately, he's one of the top. I genuinely believe he is one of the best we've got at the moment. So we've got a guy with a genuine vision. I think things are really going to fall into place now. I genuinely believe we're going to have a new Bond announced, in terms of a new Bond actor announced by the end of the year, and this just gets the ball rolling. So incredibly excited, and this is the first step. It's a solid foundation, and everything else is just going to fall into place. So it gives me hope. Denis Villeneuve, can't wait to see what you got for us. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.